I grew up taught that my self-worth was based solely upon not how much I loved, but who loved me in return. That submission was the most important lesson I would ever learn, that my life was meaningless if not spent in the servitude of another, that I was born in black and white, and only a husband could add color. See, it was through this belief that I crafted my own demise, a downward spiral, lovingly constructed out fairy tale lies, a library of romance novels dedicated to falling in love with eyes that had absolutely no problem watching me die, because before anything else, I was taught to make myself appealing. That the feeling of my stomach constricted so tightly I could hardly breathe was just another hindrance I would need to make boys like me. I was taught to make myself a pretty piece of meat. I was taught never to talk back to a world where everywhere I go I am reminded that I am broken, that I need to be fixed, and I am a pretty porcelain doll with a broken arm that nobody will ever want to play with. Well, I speak for all the dolls wounded by catcalls when I say that I don't need to be fixed, I don't need to be saved, goddammit, I will save myself. I will conquer my own castle and I will teach the dragon there's no boys allowed. I will be the damsel in distress and the knight in shining armor. I will rescue myself. And if not, then so be it. If I'm going to walk, I'm going to do it without you. Even if I have to forcibly rip away my consciousness, I will fall asleep without you. Because there's only enough room in my bed for me and the role I was forced into. See, it didn't take long for me to realize that boys only loved me in the dark, so I let the darkness in, and now people stare at me like I'm a haunted house, like my eyes are two windows to a corpse-filled coffin, and boys think it's a compliment to tell me they fuck me now that I'm thin, as if that means anything to me. As if my beauty depends solely on the size of my bust. Well, newsflash, boys, I was always gorgeous. And to all those whom I was just another poem to write, as much as you love the metaphor, I'm not actually an ocean and you are not the moon. You cannot move me simply by existing. My mother did not raise me with a wolf in my chest. I will not howl when you're gone because you left your teeth marks in my skin so I'd never forget your smile. And I've been bleeding for too long. I'm sick of apologizing for the things I like about myself. For not fitting into every mold created in the shape of someone else. I'm sick of you trying to snuff out the fire in my eyes because it scares you. You cannot trap wildfire behind closed doors. I will burn your houses to the ground and I will stand amongst the ashes and I will say I'm done apologizing for your fear. For not fitting into every description of female you were taught by magazines, for not being every definition of perfect you wanted me to be, because despite every mistaken flaw you think you can see, I know that my greatest downfall as the first person I loved wasn't me.